is the Writer's Almanac for Monday, the 29th of November, 2021. It was on this date in 1947 the United Nations voted for the partition of Palestine, which had been under British control since 1917. Zionist Jews from Europe and Russia were migrating in ever greater numbers. There was hostility between them and native Palestinians, which was growing. Britain wanted to get out of Palestine. And so the UN drafted a plan dividing the region into 3 Jewish sections and 4 Arab sections, the city of Jerusalem to be administered internationally. The plan guaranteed religious rights, minority rights, provision for free access to any holy sites, said the 2 states would share a monetary system and all services have equal access to water and utilities. The Jewish Agency in Palestine approved of the plan. The UN General Assembly voted in favor. The 6 Arab delegates walked out in protest. 6 months later, 1948, May 14, the Jewish Agency chairman, David Ben-Gurion, formally announced the formation of the State of Israel. The next day, forces from Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, and Iraq invaded. It's the birthday of the novelist and poet C.S. Lewis, best known for his Chronicles of Narnia series, born in Belfast, Ireland, 1898. His mother died when he was young. He spent much of his time at boarding school growing up. He wrote, "I am the product of long corridors, empty sunlit rooms, upstairs indoor silences, attics explored in solitude, distant noises of pipes and cisterns, the noise of wind under the tiles." He was an infantryman in World War I, became a scholar of classics at Oxford, where he became a close friend of J.R.R. Tolkien. It's the birthday of the writer Madeleine L'Engle, born New York City, 1918, who took her family on a 10-week cross-country camping trip where she got the idea for a novel about a girl who travels with her brother through space and time to find their father, a physicist who is researching the space-time continuum. She called it A Wrinkle in Time. It was rejected by 26 publishers before it came out in 1962 and became an enormous bestseller. It's the birthday of Louisa May Alcott, born in Germantown, Pennsylvania, 1832. She grew up in Concord, where her friends included Thoreau and Emerson and Nathaniel Hawthorne. She set out to be a writer. She loved to write lurid, sensational potboilers, violent books about sex and opium addiction and revenge. And then her publisher asked her to write a book for girls, which she was not happy about. But she did it. It was Little Women. It came out in 1868. It was an immediate bestseller. She wrote sequels, and she made enough money that for the first time her whole family could live comfortably. Here's a poem for today by Alicia Susskind Oestreicher, The Surgeon. I was still a kid, interning at State, he reminisces, late in the meal. It was a young red-headed woman, looked like my sister, when the lines went flat. I fell apart, shook like a car with a broken axle, went to the head surgeon, a fatherly man. Boy, he said, you got to fill a graveyard before you know this business, and you just did row 1, plot 1. The Surgeon, a poem by Alicia Susskind Oestreicher, from the Book of 70, published by University of Pittsburgh Press. That's the Writer's Almanac for Monday, November the 29th. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.